Hey everybody, we're going to talk about being the average guy in America. And when I say average, I'm like, this guy's average looking. He's not ripped. He's making like 40, 50K a year, 60 maybe. And how I fall into that category and how I had to go and look for a wife elsewhere because you know what? I am considered unwanted in America. Girls in America wouldn't date me. I'm going to admit, I'm not embarrassed to admit it either, which is a good thing because when I left the country to find a woman, you know, elsewhere in other countries, I'm like, wow, it's just these women are so beautiful, so much more beautiful than the skanks we have here. I'm sorry, did I say skank? I'm sorry. I mean women that are cleaner, not tatted up, not banged up, not married, not divorced, doesn't have a bunch of kids with him. That type of beautiful. Okay, and I really want to tell the guys here to stop lowering their standards and going for that type of women. I'm like, they made their choices. They chose the jerks. They want to be with the jerks. Why are you going to pick it up? Why are you being Captain Sava? Right? It doesn't make sense. You guys make enough to go and grab a lady somewhere else. I'm like, go do it. Stop wasting your time here. You're wasting your beautiful years. Because you know what? You marry a girl here, they divorce you in a couple years anyways, or they suck the money out of you, and they're not even good looking. You go over there, you find a girl, you have a better chance of her being with you longer, because the average marriage years here is like 4 or 5 years now, and then it's a divorce. You go to other countries, and you marry a girl, chances are they're not. You know, work on yourself, work out, make more money, go to school, get a higher degree, and you can snag any girl you want in other countries. Because you know what? It's not going to be like a fairy tale here, like America. Like, oh, Prince Charming, you don't have to be rich. You can find the beautiful girl. No, that's all a fairy tale. Disney wasn't lying. But if you look at Disney's movies, it's the prince. He's rich. He's powerful. He's famous because he's a prince. And the girls, she's a princess, or at least a virgin. You ladies, remember that. You want a prince? You better be a virgin. Because every single princess in Disney's movies were virgins. Hell, even the two stepsisters from Cinderella are virgins. They don't date around. They don't screw around, guys, before married. Okay? They got something to offer their husbands. Okay? You remember that. So, all you ladies that are dated, banged up, you got nothing like that to offer your husband. And I'm telling you, the husband would really prize you for that. I'm going to let you know right now. He's going to put you on the highest pedestal if you could offer him that. But now that you don't have it. You can never test a man anymore. You can't test if he's really going to love you. Because if he really loves you, he put a ring on that finger. I tell you, that's real love right there. He's putting all of his money into the wedding, into your future, so you can be his wife. And then you offer him what you're supposed to offer him. This is why men don't want to marry you ladies anymore. It's what have you got to offer? You offered it all to the first guy, and the first guy doesn't even treasure it. Do you know why he doesn't treasure it? Because he doesn't treasure you. He doesn't love you. Because if he loves you, even if you tell him, babe, I want to wait till we're married, he's going to marry you. You guys don't believe me? Look up the statistics for virgin marriages. Very low divorce rates. Very low. I think it was 80% of these couples, these virgin marriages, last till they're old. Okay? Something you ladies today might never even experience. You've already lost that chance because you gave it up. And I'm going to tell you now, you better train your girls. You better not tell them, oh, you can bang as many men as you want and still be happy. You still be married until you're like 60, 70. We don't live in that time anymore. It's not that your parents didn't tell you any of that. Your parents need to teach you that you got to say that for your husband. So anyways, back to the average guys here. Why settle for these women, guys? These women that don't want you at their best, but want to give everything to you at their least, lowest. You know, it's sad because a lot of those playboys, their finances are messed up. But you, my man, the average guy, no baggage, has a decent job, doesn't have anything on his background, doesn't have any warrants, doesn't have any, bills to pay, doesn't have any, loans to pay. You don't owe anyone nothing. You owe yourself something, though. It's to find a girl that treats you better than the women here we have. Because the women here, they don't treat you good. They don't respect you. They don't care about you. It's proven already. Because if they cared, they wouldn't wait until they're single moms to be with you. They wouldn't wait until like they dated like 6, 7 guys. And you know what? This is the funny thing too. They actually still don't want you. Because in their head, oh, I'm settling for this guy. You want to be settled for, or you want a girl that loves you? You want a girl that really prizes you over other men. You won't find that in this country. I promise you. Very few women do that now. Very few. You're looking at. I mean, statistically, you want to go with my statistics? I've had a lot of exes, 10 exes. But in those 10 exes, only 1 or 2 was good. And good as in they didn't cheat it. But you know what? Those 2 girls out of the 10 girls, they were still looking for something else. They were still looking for finances. They're still looking for a six-pack. They're still looking for the better-looking face. So, really, statistics are kind of shitty for me. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up and I started analyzing my past. And I used to think, oh, at least 1 or 2 of them were good to me, So, 80% was, bad and 20% was good. But I sat there and I realized the 20% that I thought was good, it wasn't good either. Because the way they treated me, the way I'm being compared to their other guys that they want to look up to and chase after, it's not 80-20. It's not 80 bad, 20 good. It's like 100% bad. I mean, a lot of you guys can be like, "Oh, it's your fault. You're not outgoing. You're not meeting women." I'm like, how am I gonna meet women? Today, girls even have a problem with you walking up to them and talking to them. You can't even ask them for their number. They're gonna laugh at you. And especially when you're Asian, oh yeah, it's gonna be worse. Asian men and black women are the least wanted groups in dating sites in America. Okay? But if you go outside in other countries, if you're Asian, you're just fine. You're doing just fine. Nobody wants you over this and that because of your race. And so, and here's another thing. I'm like, that's kind of racist, isn't it? To look at another woman or another man because of their race differently. I'm like, and it's crazy because Asian men in America are the highest earners. You know, I just don't get it. So it's sad because women here in America, they have this thing called the no dating Asian policy or no Asian dating policy. And I realize I'm like, a lot of them are Asian. And I think my niece is doing that. My niece is dating a Caucasian guy. And I told her, did you give it up yet? And she said yes. I straight up told her, I'm like, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. No one's going to want you or prize you the way that guy can because you gave it up to him first. And by the time he's done, a, a lot of guys you want to date after him, it's going to go downhill from there. You're not going to find nothing. And it's a sad reality because it's true. The quality of people you meet is going to go lower for men and women, dating wise. Unless you were like me, who went to the other side of the world to look for women, and I got something better. Hell, I got something a lot better than crap I can find here. Because I'm not dating no single moms, and I'm not dating some lady who owes people a lot of money either. And look kind of chunky, like an elephant. But anyways, you guys, average guy, Asian, yes, Asian, you get the hell out of here. Because the girls here, oh no, they're bad. They're not good for you. I'm going to let you know that right now. Through my personal experience, they are not good for you. I have not met a single down-to-earth girl for a while. Years. I tried going around bars, any of these areas, hell, even churches. Isn't that sad? Church girls are snobby too. And I go online, I try to look for girls in America. Oh God, it's horrible. You're looking at really ugly girls who reject you. I'm like, that's horrible. And they're ugly. You're looking at about 2 and 3s. And they're like, oh, I'm not interested. Well, I go outside the country. A lot of women. They're cute, skinny, beautiful. And you know what? They will give you a chance. Okay? Unlike the women here we have in America who have nothing to offer very much. I'm not talking about every woman. Okay? You guys need to be specific here and say, but there are a lot of women here in America that will not offer you a chance. A lot. I'm looking at 99%. So you 1% of good girls, shut the hell up. I ain't talking about you. Okay? Because you women like to do that. It's stupid. It's really dumb what you're doing. You 1% of good girls, you do that type of shit. You do the shit that pisses everyone off by backing up the bad girls. When you're a good guy and you're backing up the bad guy, what does it make you look like? It makes you look like you're part of their bad group, right? So why the hell are you backing up these bad women? They're giving you a bad name. You good girls a bad name. So don't even do that. Don't even say that type of crap. Don't even use yourself as an example. If you're a good girl, shut the heck up. Because really, I'm not talking about you. None of these red pill guys are talking about you. None of these dating coaches are talking about you. Because there's nothing to talk about. You're a good girl. You're what we always wanted, right? And that's how you tell a bad girl from a good girl. A good girl would be smart enough and she would say, I agree with you. A bad girl, someone that does all this type of schemy stuff, would back up the bad girls. So you pay attention to all these so-called good girls online and you look at their profiles and you tell them, you ask them, Why are you backing up the bad girls? If they say stuff like, oh, because I'm a woman too, I'm like, it doesn't matter if you're a woman too. I'm a guy. You don't see me backing up the bad guys that cheat on you. You don't see me backing up the bad guys that beat you up, right? So you pay attention closely. Pay attention to those type of women. If these so-called good girls that claim to be good girls, they act all good and nice, that's just an act. They're probably one of the bad girls. Steer clear, brothers. Okay? So, anyways, that's 15 minutes of me ranting about how average guys in America should not stick around. Don't settle for less. You deserve more. Because I bet you what? You are a better person than a lot of those so called alpha guys. Because you know what? You probably live with a lot of rules, a lot of codes in your life, like an honor code. I mean, I did that when I was younger. I was a super white knight. I was always thinking, oh man, if I sleep with her, I gotta marry her. Yeah, I gotta take responsibility. It's not until my brother smacked me over the head and said, she's not a virgin. Why didn't that first guy do that for her? Why didn't the second guy, the third guy, do that for her? Why do you have to stick your neck out for them? And you pay attention to these women that have been through a lot of men. They continuously ask for marriage, weddings. It doesn't make sense. Why did you not ask the first guy who took your virginity to be your husband? Right? So, guys, don't settle for less. Because you know what? Here in America, we got less. And if you ladies want to argue, I want you to go look at those dating profiles in the other countries. You ladies want to argue, you guys want to compare yourself to them? Go ahead. Because I don't think the women there pack makeup on like you guys do. Put up a clown face, put up a fake face. A lot of the girls I dated, when you took off their makeup, they look like normal girls. They're still pretty. Okay? So you two-faced women over here, if you want to complain about your competition, check out the competition. Try to beat the competition. Don't try to talk shit about the competition. Peace out.